From the brand new Phillipsburg High School Gymnasium on the campus of Phillipsburg High School in Lopatcong Township, New Jersey, Stateliner Sports Network proudly presents Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. This morning it is the semifinal round of the New Jersey District 9 Wrestling Tournament. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mike Moore, and along with Bob Kerp, we'll be bringing you all the hold-by-hold of today's semifinal round. It comes to you as a service of the Rothman Institute, a worldwide leader in orthopedics and official orthopedic partner of the NJSIAA. Visit rothmaninstitute.com. By Ahart, Frinzi & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at afsinsurance.com. By Erco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Visit us at ercocu.com. By Open Mic, for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterdon and Warren, Sussex area, follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. And by Welcome to the Pit, a history of Phillipsburg wrestling is available. Order yours on Amazon today. So the Stateliners, through the morning quarterfinal round, advanced 13 to today's semifinals. They lost only 126-pounder Luke Harton. The Stateliners are followed right now by Hackettstown with 10 in the semis. Mendham has 9. Caldwell has 8. Bloomfield and Montclair have 3 each. Glen Ridge has 2. And Barringer was shut out in the quarterfinal round. All of the number 1s and 2s in the seeds have advanced. The only number 3 to lose was Andrew Bryan of Mendham at 152. There were a handful of 4s who lost. So I'll be keeping my eye on the Stateliners. Bob will be following the other match, and we'll start at 106. Logan Matsko of Phillipsburg, the 4 seed. He's a freshman, 16 and 13, and he faces the top seed, Elias Sanchez of Lyndhurst. He is a sophomore. He is 23 and 7. Our referees today are Rick Solofsky, Doug Bush, Chris Rebels, and Charles Bartlett. Lyndhurst in that blue with gold and stripes. Stateliners in their predominantly garnet with gray and white trim. So Rick Solofsky will be the referee for this bout. Again, the top seed, Elias Sanchez of Lyndhurst. Logan Matsko of Phillipsburg, the 4 seed, the freshman, 16 and 13. Matsko quickly in on a double, then tried to jack up Sanchez. Has the right leg, trying to pull that in. Sanchez then trying to, on a headlock. Matsko has a takedown, and he goes out in front 2-0. Matsko riding out the right side, left hand tight waist. Sanchez tried to spin away from him. Matsko trying to work a lever. Takes Sanchez off the mat. We're back to the center at 1:18 to wrestle in the first. Bob keeping his eye on Ricardo Camano of Caldwell and Jack Berth of Mendham. Matsko trying to work a lever, controlling the right wrist. Matsko with a very effective ride in the group finals against Long Branch. He got a first period takedown, and he made that stand. He's gone to a half Nelson. Sanchez trying to bridge off. Matsko is going to get a couple of back points on that half Nelson. Rick Solofsky puts the 2 up. Matsko on top, 4-0. Left hand tight waist, controlling the right wrist. He got a first period takedown against Long Branch, rode out the first. His opponent took bottom in the second, and Matsko rode him out. And then Matsko took top in the third and rode him out. He's got Sanchez's right leg hooked. Sanchez tried to reach out, block off Matsko's right leg and try to come out and face him. Matsko with under 10 seconds to go here in the second. 2-on-1 now on the left wrist. And, excuse me, this is in the first, and Mats goes up 4-0 after 1. Flip of the disc. Goes to Sanchez. He will defer. Matsko's going to take neutral to start the second.
They're scoreless halfway through the first period between Caramano and Bertha.
Matsko is able to convert from a double leg for his takedown in the first. Tied up right in the center. Chris Rebels is the judge for this one. Sanchez trying a headlock. Matsko bridges off of that, but Sanchez has the takedown. It's 4-2, Matsko. Sanchez trying to reach for a cross-face cradle as Matsko stands. Sanchez throws that leg in, tries to tilt Matsko, has him over momentarily. Again, a 1 count. Now he's got a 2 count, 3. He's got Matsko in some trouble. Matsko trying to now in deeper, and he's able to belly down, but that's 3 back points for Sanchez, and he's now on top of Matsko, 5-4. Running a half Nelson from the left side. Now wants that half Nelson from the right side. Now wants to reach for a cradle. Trying to tilt Matsko then to his left as he gets the legs in. Matsko trying to get up to his knees. There's a stalemate call by referee Rick Solofsky. Back to the center with 36 seconds to wrestle in the second, and Matsko trailing 5-4.
Jack Bertha just got a second period takedown to go up 2-0 over Ricardo Caramano.
Picks up on the right ankle of Matsko. He's going to try and check him back. Trying to get the left leg in. Wants to try and turn Matsko to his right. Good strong ride here by Elias Sanchez of Lyndhurst, the top seed. 10 seconds to wrestle in the second. It's going to be Sanchez's choice in the third as he tries to crank Matsko to his left. Second period ends, it's 5-4. Now the choice is Sanchez's. His teammates indicate top. Coaches are leaving it up to him. He will take the top. Sanchez leading 5-4, choosing top in the third. Matsko finishing 7th in the King of the Mountain, 8th in the Hunter and Sussex Warren as a freshman. Sanchez trying to tilt Matsko. Hazard tilt him to his left. Matsko trying to hip up and over that. Sanchez maintaining control, looking over to the Lyndhurst coaching staff for some instruction. Now trying to set up a cradle or that side headlock. Stopped potentially dangerous by referee Rick Solofsky. We've got 1:32 to go in regulation, and Matsko trails 5-4.
Jack Bertha rode out the second period and has a 2-0 lead over Ricardo Caramano.
Matsko set. Sanchez, right hand tight waist, left elbow. Just hit him with a caution there. Matsko tries to stand, then sits, trying to turn in. Matsko trying to sprawl to get his 1. Has his 1. The bout's tied at 5. And then rolling on through. Sanchez tried to muscle him to his back. Now Matsko trying to turn in. Matsko doing double. Matsko has the go-ahead takedown. Stateliner freshman is up 7-5, trying to work a tilt. Sanchez rolls. Matsko keeps the right leg at the edge of the mat. They are off with Matsko still in control and 1 minute to wrestle.
2-seed Jack Bertha now up 5-0 in the third period over Ricardo Caramano.
Phillipsburg coaches Dave Post, Brad Gensel in the chairs. Matsko trying to wrap that left hand tight waist around and work that lever. out the left side. Dave Post telling him hold on to that right elbow tight. Trying to tilt Sanchez to his right. Now trying to turn Barr and turn him to his left. Dave Post yelling out pull as he's trying to turn Sanchez to his left with the right arm barred. Trying to hook the left leg. Sanchez not budging, but also not getting out. 25 seconds to go in regulation. Now Matsko rides out the right side. Trying to tilt him to his right. Again, looking up at the Stateliner coaches for some help. Under 13 seconds to go here in the bout with Matsko on top, 7-5. Winners here advance to the regions. 5 seconds to go. The number 4 seed for the Stateliners, Logan Matsko, will knock off the number 1. 7-5 at 106. Phillipsburg has their first finalist.
Jack Bertha secured a late fall over Ricardo Caramano at 106, so it'll be Bertha, the 2 seed, to face Matsko in the finals.
Bertha from Mendham. And Matsko of the Stateliners will go to 113. This will be the top seed, Cullen Day for Phillipsburg. He is a senior, 26-9, facing the 5 seed Sam Kastner of Hackettstown. He is a freshman, and he is 14-12. Day's going to be a pretty big favorite here, I believe. Quickly in on to a double. Picks up, steps through. Day has the takedown on Kastner in a 2-0 lead. Tilting him to his left. Now a half Nelson, if he can drive with that half, takes the right wrist. Day barring the left arm. Now he's grabbed that with the right side and going to walk it from out in front, around the head. And he's got Kastner on his back, trying to get more in the right shoulders. Chris Rebels calls the fall in 42 seconds for Cullen Day. And the Stateliners are 2 for 2.
They are scoreless across the way at 113. Tristan Navarino, the 2 seed from Mendham, against Mark DeAngelis of Caldwell.
Now they're going to go right, they're going to go right to 120 without any delays. So this will be Travis Jones for Phillipsburg. This should be a good one. The 2 seed, he's a junior, 32-4, facing the 3 seed Darren Jones of Caldwell. He's a sophomore, 28-5. Travis Jones quickly in on the right leg. Travis trying to stay locked through the, or Darren trying to stay locked through the crotch on Travis Jones. Stopped potentially dangerous. This is Darren Jones in on Travis, and he has a takedown. Riding out the left side. This is probably the best weight class in the tournament. Peterson roll by Travis Jones. X uses the Peterson, and then Darren Jones tries to roll on through that. He's still in control.
Jack Bertha, West Morris Mendham, won by a fall in 5 minutes, 37 seconds.
Still no advantage here. Or rather, still in control, Darren Jones. Travis now practically sitting on top of Darren. Maybe near a stalemate. Now Travis has the reversal. And the bout is tied at 2. Travis Jones very good on top, trying to work a hazard tilt. And they're off the mat in front of Dave Post and Brad Gensel. Back to the center here with 29 seconds to go in the first, tied at 2.
3 seed Mark DeAngelis of Caldwell scored an early second period escape, so he has a 1-0 lead over Tristan Navarino of Mendham.
Jones with a right hand tight waist, barring the left arm. Has control of that left arm at the wrist. Final 10 seconds here as he bars that arm, has the right wrist. Is he going to run out of time? Jones rolled on through that, maybe near a reversal, and no. Jones able to keep his hips up and maintain control. We are 2-2. Travis Jones of Phillipsburg, Darren Jones of Caldwell after one. The disc went to Jones of Caldwell, and Travis Jones of Phillipsburg will choose underneath to start the second. J.C. Jones of Montclair is in the other half of this bracket. As I mentioned, there is a good wrestler who is not going to make it out of this weight class today. Darren Jones trying a half Nelson on Travis Jones of Phillipsburg from the right side. Again, working that Peterson roll. Looking for a cradle is Darren Jones. Travis, if he can free his right leg, going to have a reversal. Trying to cross-face Darren. Still has control of Travis Jones' right leg. Rick Solowski looking in here, signaling that it is Darren Jones of Caldwell still in control. Travis trying to take him off his base, picking up on the right ankle. Jones trying to reach back still here to get the reversal. Trying to cross-face Darren Jones. Jones hanging, there's the reversal for Travis Jones. He's on top 4-2 in the second.
Tristan Navarino just won at 113 by a fall at 357. He's the 2 seed for Mendham over Mark DeAngelis of Caldwell.
And he will face Phillipsburg's Cullen Day in the finals. We have some blood time here for Darren Jones of Caldwell with 20 seconds to go in the second, and Travis Jones of Phillipsburg on top 4-2. Phillipsburg and Mendham meeting in the first 2 finals later today. And we anticipate, folks, that is going to be much earlier than earlier figured. Originally listed at 5 and got pushed back to 4:30 or 4, and it might go earlier than that today with the impending snowstorm. So they've stopped the blood flow for Caldwell's Darren Jones. Travis Jones on top. Travis won by fall in 58 seconds over Joel Galindo of Lyndhurst. And he works that hazard tilt. 3, 4, 5. 3 back points on the hazard tilt for Travis Jones. As the second period will come to an end, Travis Jones of Phillipsburg will be up 7-2.
They're underway in the other bout at 120. Dom DeGena, the top seed of Mendham, and J.C. Jones of Montclair. They are scoreless through 1.
Darren Jones choosing neutral for Caldwell here in the third. He did get the first takedown. He underhooks the right shoulder of Phillipsburg's Travis Jones, trying to snap him down to his knees. And wants to horse around to Jones's right side. Now Jones is wrapped around the Caldwell Jones's right leg, trying to tilt him towards the mat. Jones locked through the crotch on Travis Jones. Travis has the takedown. He has barred the right arm, but Jones has a hold of Travis Jones's right foot. Trying to bar that behind him, trying to pry that off his right foot, which he does. Now he sits back. And so with the takedown, Travis Jones of Phillipsburg is up 9-2. Has the right arm barred. Stepping across, trying to step across with the bar, takes the right wrist, then a roll by Darren Jones. He has hold of Travis's left foot, left leg, right in front of our Stateliner Sports Network camera. Stopped potentially dangerous by referee Rick Solofsky. 47 seconds to wrestle here in the third, with Travis Jones of Phillipsburg on top of Darren Jones of Caldwell, 9-2.
They're scoreless across the way at 120, Dom DeGena and J.C. Jones.
J.C. Jones, Bob, was the runner-up to Cohen Day of Phillipsburg at 106 last year. Dom DeGena was the top seed in that weight class and did not make weight last year's district. Travis Jones in control here. 20 seconds to go. Darren Jones trying to sit out. Travis Jones covers him, has the leg split, trying to turn him to his right. Pressure's on the right elbow. One count, 2, 3, 4. 2 back at the buzzer will give Travis Jones of Phillipsburg an 11-2 major over Darren Jones of Caldwell. And we are through 3 for the Stateliners. They have 3 finalists. Travis Jones, the 2 seed, prevailing over Darren Jones of Caldwell, 11-2.
Dom DeGena just scored a takedown here midway through the second period. He's up 3-zip as the top seed from Mendham over J.C. Jones of Montclair.
All right, I'll be watching at 126. This is Alex Schlegel of Mendham. He's the top seed. He's a senior, 25-8. And Luke Schaefer of Caldwell, the 5th seed. He is a freshman, 17-14.
DeGena just scored a fall in 3:11, so he advances at 120 to face Travis Jones.
On deck, mat 2, 138. Justin Hyde, West Mars Mendham. Alex Jones, Caldwell. On deck, mat 2.
So far, no advantage. And you know what? Check it, Bob. This is the bout that I have. If this is Fiorillo and Weber. Weber of Lyndhurst is in the white.
So you're going to go across the way now.
Yes. That's what we'll do. I will watch on mat 2. We'll have Schlegel of Mendham and Schaefer of Caldwell on mat 2. They are scoreless, having wrestled 15 seconds. Schlegel's in the Mendham, that's blue and red. And in the lighter blue and white of Caldwell is Luke Schaefer. Referee for the bout is Charles Bartlett. Doug Bush assisting. No advantage here. They've wrestled 45 seconds. Now it's Schaefer diving in at the right leg. Can't get it. There's a takedown for Schlegel. He's on top 2-0 as they go off the mat.
Fiorillo up 2-zip over Weber at 126 with 30 seconds to go in period 1.
Schlegel riding with a right hand tight waist. "35 seconds to wrestle here in the first. Schlegel on top, 2-0. Schlegel, the top seed, beat Phillipsburg's Luke Harden in the quarters, 8-0. Schaefer decisioned Eric Garcia of Hackettstown 5-1 to advance to the semis. So far through 3 weight classes, we're looking at a Phillipsburg Mendham dual meet. They each have advanced 3. End of 1, Schlegel on top 2-0.
Lyndhurst Jarrett Weber has chosen down in start the second period. He's trailing 2-zip to Nick Fiorello, and he just came out, so it's now 2-1.
Schaefer chose neutral to start the second. Schlegel was a district runner-up a year ago when he was 23-15. He's controlling the right elbow of Schaefer. Posts that right wrist. Trying to underhook the left shoulder. He's got Schaefer's head buried beneath his chest. And they're off the mat, says referee Charles Bartlett, at 1:23 to wrestle in the second. Wrestlers are tied up outside the center. We wrestled the quarterfinals this morning to begin at 9:30. There was actually only one pigtail bout. That was at 170. And then we began the quarterfinals, and we wrestled that on 3 mats this morning. Wrestlers circle at the edge. Down to 50 seconds to go in the first, and Schlegel, the Mendham senior, at 25-8, leading 2-0 over Schaefer, the Caldwell freshman, at 17-14. Schaefer dives in on the right leg, and sprawling was Schlegel. Schlegel now trying to work a front head and arm. Schaefer hanging on to the left arm of Schlegel at the elbow, so he cannot spin around him. Now he does spin, keeps turning. Can he hook that left leg at the edge of the mat? Referee Bartlett saying no control. Under 10 seconds to go. Schaefer trying to reach out and block him off with his left arm, even though he's flattened out. And he will manage to avoid it. 2-0 Schlegel after 2. Looking over to the Mendham bench, and Schlegel will take underneath in the third.
Lyndhurst Jarrett Weber scored a takedown late in the second, so he's now up 3-2 against Nick Fiorello at 126. Weber, the 2 seed.
Schaefer riding. Luke and Kyle Schaefer in the Caldwell lineup. Schaefer so far through the first nearly 30 seconds has been able to control Schlegel, but not turn him. Now Schlegel is out. Schlegel has an escape. And it's now 3-0 Schlegel. And tries to tie up the right elbow. Coming up on the 1-minute mark to go in the third, with Alex Schlegel, the top seed from Mendham, on top of Luke Schaefer of Caldwell. 3-0. Schaefer trying to work, or Schlegel trying to work the front head and arm. Schaefer pops out of that at the edge of the mat, and off they go at 43 seconds. Top 3 in each weight class advance to the regions. The second and third place finishers will be in action Wednesday night at West Orange. And the top seeds will join there into the quarterfinals on Friday night. We'll have the semifinals Saturday morning for you from West Orange. Semifinals and the finals from West Orange. And it's a top 4 from the region advance to the state tournament in Atlantic City. Final 10 seconds here as Schaefer trying to work a high crotch but cannot pick up Schlegel as Schlegel sprawls. It'll be a 3-0 win for the top seed, Alex Schlegel of Mendham, at 126.
Nick Fiorella's just come from behind in the third period. He's now up 6-3 over Jarrett Weber.
Stay with that one because we'll eventually Phillipsburg will be on this mat, the one right in front of us for the rest of the session.
So Fiorello again here in the black. He is now riding with a third period reversal and 2 back points as they go off the mat. He is the 3 seed. Jarrett Weber, the 2 seed in the whites. He had a second period escape and a takedown, did Weber, to go up 3-2. But then Fiorello with a reversal and back points is now pulled up 6-3. As Fiorello rides here with both wrestlers on their feet and back down. Fiorello with wrist control as Weber tries to switch his way back, but Fiorello falls behind. Fiorello's got his leg and now frees it with 10 seconds to go here, now 8, as they'll go back to the center. Fiorello had some injury time at the end of the second period, but got a breather and has come out on fire here. As they're back to the center, and Weber comes to his feet and escapes. But that will be all. So Nick Fiorello holds on to win 6-4 at 126.
That's
the
a
3 seed advances.
Yep, that's a 2 seed going down at 126. So that is a Mendham and Glen Ridge final at 126. Mendham with 4 through the first 4 classes. Phillipsburg has 3. Glen Ridge has the other one. Now we go to 132. We'll be watching Kyle Tino of Phillipsburg. Stateliner Jr., the 2 seed. He is 20-8. And he will face the 3 seed, Dan Felix of Bloomfield. He's a senior, 18-11. Rick Solofsky will be the referee for this bout. Tino advancing with a 17-5 major over Christian Bremner of Hackettstown. Felix won a 17-6 major over Ian Shaw of Glen Ridge. Tino, a headlock is missed and a takedown for Tino. 2-0 for the Stateliner Jr. He piled up the takedowns in that major decision over Bremner of Hackettstown in the quarterfinals. Tino riding. Off they go. 40 seconds into the first.
Across the way, top seed Peter Tringali of Mendham up 6-1 over Lyndhurst Brandon Vitaco.
Felix is ready. Tino, right hand, tight waist, left elbow. Tries to underhook the left shoulder. Takes the left wrist. Picks up in the right ankle to flatten him out. Controlling that left arm. Tries to pick him up and stack him up. Now cross faces him. Trying to turn Felix to his right. Tino has that right leg hook. Now he's got the left arm barred. Trying to stack him up, and he's stuck him momentarily. Now again tries to roll on through. 2 back points for Tino. He is ahead 4-0.
Top seed Peter Tringali has advanced with a fall at 232.
Tino has barred the left arm and has him on his back and gets the fall. That comes in 1:46 for Tino with a bar. And Phillipsburg now has advanced 4-4-4 in the semis for Phillipsburg. And that is again Phillipsburg and Mendham. Mendham is 5-4-5. This will be Cody Harrison of Phillipsburg at 138. He's going to be a pretty big favorite here over Hackettstown's Zach Yanoff. He is 14-20. Harrison with a quick takedown to go up 2-0. Cody advancing by forfeit in the quarterfinals. Yanoff was a 3-2 winner over Christian Jimenez of Barringer. Hazard tilt coming for Harrison. Chris Rebels is the referee for this bout. He's got the left arm barred. Sitting on top of Yanoff. Now he's going to walk around the other side with that bar. Half Nelson from the right side, bar with the left side. Yanoff is on his back. Chris Rebels is looking in. Plenty of time here in the first. A body press on that right shoulder and the fall in 1:04 for Cody Harrison. Stateliners have now advanced all 5 of their semifinalists.
The other bout at 138, Caldwell's Alex Jones, the 2 seed, is up 2-0 over Justin Hyde of Mendham. They have 20 seconds to go in period number 1.
Phillipsburg's Jason Zinsmeister out at 145, facing Alex Wynant of Mendham. Zinsmeister is the 3 seed. Wynant is the 2 seed. Wynant tries to sweep the right leg of Zinsmeister. Zinsmeister spinning around behind. Zinsmeister has a takedown. He leads 2-0. As the controls the right wrist. Has the left leg in, trying to set up a power half. That is his favorite pinning combination. Bars the right arm. Now he's out in front. Maybe trying to set up a concrete special. They go off the mat across the way. Minute 16 to go in the first with Zinsmeister on top 2-0.
At 138, Alex Jones completed the first period for Caldwell. He's the 2 seed, up 5-0 with late back points over Justin Hyde of Mendham.
Wynant getting set. Now Zinsmeister, left hand tight waist, underhooks the right shoulder. Underhooks the left shoulder now. Controlling the right wrist, 2-on-1 in the right wrist. They stand and Zinsmeister will cut him. Wynant has an escape. Zinsmeister leads 2-1. Jason 3rd in the district a year ago when he was 14-14. Wynant diving in on Zinsmeister's left leg. Zinsmeister sprawls. Wynant was a district runner-up a year ago. Finished 4th in the region. Zinsmeister in on reaches for the left leg, can't get it. Wrestlers break apart, back pedal to the center with 20 seconds to go in the first. Zinsmeister with a 2-1 lead. Wynant diving in. Zinsmeister with that front head and arm. And Wynant able to counter that for a takedown and go up 3-2 on Zinsmeister. And he will save that escape point in the first. It's Wynant 3-2 after 1. Wynant choosing down to start the second, ahead 3-2. Wynant's ready.
Alex Jones of Caldwell continuing to ride here in period number 2. He's got a 5-0 lead over Justin Hyde of Mendham at 138.
Zinsmeister chopped at that left elbow, lost it, but maintains control. Reaches inside for Wynant's left wrist, tries to get the legs in, set up a power half, has the legs in. Keeps pressure on the head and neck. Wynant trying to get up to his knees, and Wynant is out. He's on top of Zinsmeister 4-2. Alex Wynant, I think, showing himself to be pretty strong. The junior coming in at 30-5. Zinsmeister at 17-11. Working takedowns. They each have one. 110 to wrestle here in the second. Wynant has a takedown and 2 escapes. Zinsmeister has a takedown. Zinsmeister trying to underhook both shoulders, and they come off right in front of the press table with 57 seconds to go in the second. Went for the tie up on the whistle. Zinsmeister cannot finish a power shrug. He backpedals again to the center. Taps at the head. Wynant looked to tie up the right arm. Zinsmeister trying to get in on the left leg. Trying to pull that leg through. 20 stopped, stalemated. Stateliner fans thought that was a quick call from Rick Solofsky. Maybe the first official protest I heard today. 19 seconds to wrestle here in the second. Zinsmeister dives in, misses. Wynant spins around behind for a takedown. And then Zinsmeister comes out. With the takedown, it made it 6-2 and escape 6-3. And they've been going at kind of slamming into the collar ties and the head tapping. And Rick Solofsky stopped it to talk to the two of them. They will shake hands. 6-3 here as we come to the end of the second period. Zinsmeister's choice in the third. He's going to go underneath. So Wynant with a nice counter on a Zinsmeister takedown attempt. Leading by 3 as we start the third. Flattens out Zinsmeister. Strong right hand tight waist. Wynant riding out the left side. Zinsmeister tries to get wrist control. Wynant keeps taking Zinsmeister's left wrist. He was able to, once he got a takedown in the first, he was able to ride out Zinsmeister, put a pretty good ride here on Zinsmeister in the first 45 seconds of the third. Zinsmeister to his knees, now a stand. He's out. It is 6-4. Now Zinsmeister has to be the aggressor. Looking for a barrel roll. Front head and arm by Wynant, who muscles Zinsmeister to his back and got a takedown, but no back points. So Wynant is up 8-4. I think in this battle of strength, Wynant has had more. Controls the left wrist of Zinsmeister. 35 seconds to go. Wynant with pressure on the head. Zinsmeister sits, spins, stands. Wynant maintaining control. "15 seconds to go here in the bout. With Wynant on top, 8-4. And Wynant will get the win. The 2 seed, Alex Wynant of Mendham, 8-4 over Phillipsburg's Jason Zinsmeister at 145. Zinsmeister dropping down into the consolations.
The 2 seed at 138, Alex Jones, advances with a 6-0 decision over Mendham's Justin Hyde at 138. And then quickly, 145 top seed Alex Carita at Hackettstown with a fall in 58 seconds over Darren Stitzler of Lyndhurst. So the top seed Carita advances at 145.
And he will face Wynant of Mendham, who just decisioned Zinsmeister. Brian Meyer on the mat for Phillipsburg.
On deck mat 160, Hackettstown, Zeb Burke, Josh Ramos, Phillipsburg, on deck mat 1.
Meyer, a senior, quickly in on a high crotch and has a takedown to go up 2-0 over Ethan Hughes of Lyndhurst. Trying to tilt him to his right, has the tilt, rolls on through. Meyer to pick him up, trying to stack him up. He got 2 back points. Meyer's up 4-0. Trying to work a hazard tilt. Meyer controlling the, now he's got the left arm and steps across with that bar. Trying to bridge is Hughes, and the fall for Brian Meyer comes in 58 seconds. So Brian Meyer, looking to become a 4-time district champion, advances to the finals at 152 with a fall in 58 seconds.
The other bout at 152, Caldwell's Gerald Jones, the 2 seed, is up 2-0 and just got 2 back points, so he's up 4-0 against Andrew Bryant of Mendham. They have just a minute and a half underway.
This will be Josh Ramos of Phillipsburg. I have to apologize. I had Brian of Mendham losing the 3 seed in that first round to Meyer of Hackettstown 9-0. So that's my bad, folks. I said he was the only 3 seed to go down. He wasn't. He advanced.
He recovered nicely.
Josh Ramos of Phillipsburg on the mat here at 160. The 2 seed, a senior, 19-8 against Zeb Burke of Hackettstown. The 3 seed, a sophomore, is 22-13. Rick Solofsky is the referee for this bout. So through 145, Mendham has advanced 6, Phillipsburg 5, 1 each for Caldwell, Glen Ridge, and Hackettstown. Ramos looking for a throw, missed it. Now Burke controlling the right elbow, both hands around the right elbow of Ramos. Trying to turn Ramos to his right. Ramos frees the elbow. Now he's in on the right leg, and that stopped potentially dangerous by Rick Solofsky. Where does he pick that leg up? Rick Solofsky telling Hackettstown assistant coach to stay back in the chair. Just under a minute to wrestle here in the first. Zeb Burke of Hackettstown in the black and orange. Josh Ramos of Phillipsburg in the predominantly garnet. 40 seconds to go. Working for hand and wrist control. They break apart. Ramos reaches for a leg as they go off. 31 seconds to go in the first.
Gerald Jones riding in the second period of Caldwell, the 2 seed, up 6-0 over Andrew Bryan.
Shooting in on a double. It's Burke while Ramos sprawls. Front head and arm by Ramos. That's the first period ends scoreless here at 160. Ramos's choice. He'll defer. Burke will go underneath. Burke is the 3 seed, Ramos the 2. Ramos left-hand tight waist. Burke stands right away. Ramos trying to set up that standing hazard. 1 count. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 3 back points. Ramos gets a leg in. Reaches across for the left elbow. Now claws the left shoulders. Burke stands. See if he sets up that standing hazard again. He will pick him up and drop him down. On the mat return. There comes the hazard. Burke rolled on through it. Ramos trying to bar the left arm. Loses that. Right hand thigh pry. Claw on the right shoulder. Tries to toss Burke to his back. He got a 1 count, that's all. Burke stands. Ramos will lose him on the escape. 3-1, working takedowns here in the second. 44 seconds remaining, and Ramos on top on that 3-point near fall, 3-1.
2-seed Gerald Jones of Caldwell gets a third period pin via cradle over Andrew Bryan.
Ramos horsed his way behind Burke for a takedown and a tilt. Got a 1 count, that's all. Trying to work a hazard. He's in some danger underneath, and that's going to be a reversal. So Ramos got a takedown to go up 5-1. Got a little sloppy on that ride attempt, and it's 5-3 as the second period about to come to an end. It will be Ramos's choice in the third, and he will go underneath. That 152 final between Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg, Gerald Jones of Caldwell is the number 2 and 3 wrestlers in the state, according to NJ.com. Burke trying to set up a tilt on Ramos. Trying to work a hazard on Ramos's right arm. He frees the arm. Ramos with 3 back points and a takedown for 5. Burke has a reversal and escape, trying to lock up a cradle. Ramos trying to get hand control and stand. Burke reaching across for the right elbow. Trying to take that back to the knee. Now he wants a half Nelson from the right side. Trying a 2-on-1 now on the right wrist of Josh Ramos. 1 minute to go in the bout. Stalling warning on Ramos. Right hand tight waist, taking the left wrist. Ramos to his knees. Again trying to reach for a cradle. Controlling Ramos's right elbow, gives up on that. Reaches inside for Ramos's right wrist. Using the legs and trying to turn Ramos to his right. They're off the mat right in front of us. 24 seconds to go in the bout with Ramos on top 5-3. He chose bottom here in the third, but has not been able to get away from Hackettstown's Zeb Burke.
Top seed Victor George just got a fall in 151 across the way at 160 over Zach Andrichowi of Bloomfield.
Ramos stands, now trying to sit and turn through, and Ramos has a reversal with 13 seconds to go. So Phillipsburg's Josh Ramos gives up an escape. Burke on the charge into Ramos, looking for a headlock, can't get it, and it will end. Ramos 7-4. So it'll be the top seed, Victor George of Lyndhurst against the second seed Phillipsburg's Josh Ramos in the finals at 160.
On deck mat 182, Alejandro Castro, Hackettstown. Austin
That's
Ross,
Lyndhurst, George is
Phillipsburg,
Lyndhurst's first finalist. Ramos becomes Phillipsburg's seventh, and they now have one more
On deck
than
mat
Mendham.
182, Damani James Montclair.
As Phillipsburg's Lance Wissing set to take the mat here at 170. The 2 seed, he's a senior, 33-3, facing Montclair's Terrell White. The 3 seed, a junior, 25-9. Wissing near a takedown here at the edge of the mat, right in front of our camera, and there's the takedown for the Stateliner senior. He's up 2-0 as they go off the mat. White is one of 3 Montclair semifinalists. Looking for that side headlock. Wissing gives up on it, controls the left wrist, flattens out. Terrell White bars the left arm around the chin, has White on his back. Chris Rebels looking in, and a fall in 40 seconds for Lance Wissing of Phillipsburg. Wissing, the 2 seed, will await the winner of Joe Marchesano of Glenridge and Sean Burke of Hackettstown.
Marchesano up 2-1 with 30 seconds to go in the first period over Sean Burke.
182, Phillipsburg's Austin Roth, the top seed. He's a junior, 19-10, advancing by forfeit in this morning's round, and he is facing Alejandro Castro of Hackettstown. Castro is a winner by fall in 3 minutes and 12 seconds. He is the 5 seed over the 4 seed, Frank Monsney of Caldwell.
First period ends at 170. Marchesano, 2-1 lead over Sean Burke of Hackettstown.
Austin Roth going to put on that right ankle band. Now he's set. Facing Alejandro Castro of Hackettstown. Roth is a junior, 19-10. Castro is a sophomore. He is 14-10. Castro with half a shot. Referee for this bout is Rick Solofsky. He and Chris Rebels have worked this mat. I think Rebels has had the ones that resulted in the quick falls. Roth is in on a leg. Has to pop his head at the edge. Had a takedown now as he gets him to the mat. He has the takedown and leads 2-0. Castro stands. Reaches back for the head of Roth. Roth trying to lock up a standing cradle, and Castro very nearly came out of that. He will get the escape as they are at the edge of the mat. Castro dives in, and there's no advantage as the whistle blows. 2-1, Roth on top here in the first.
Marchesano up 4-2 across the way as Sean Burke of Hackettstown tried to hit a headlock and missed it.
Roth takes that slow walk back to the center. .45 seconds to go in the first. Roth with a takedown, Castro with an escape here in the first. Just working takedowns, fighting for hand and wrist control. Roth sneaking a look at the clock, trying to get in on a leg. Castro wants to try and set up a throw. Again, it's a fight for hand and wrist control. Castro picks up Roth and dumps him down. Roth trying to block him off. blocks him off with his right arm, and a good scramble there by Roth to avoid the takedown. Castro was in pretty good position, and after one, it is 2-1 Roth. Flip of the disc goes to Roth. He's going to choose down to start the second.
Marchesano rides out the second period. He's holding a 4-2 lead over Sean Burke of Hackettstown. Marchesano, the top seed from Glen Ridge.
And he's undefeated on the season.
And they're still at 170.
Roth sits out, turns in, and has a reversal. Roth has a reversal. Goes up 4-1. Trying to turn. Castro slipped out of that. He had him on his back for a 1 count. Now Roth again, not very good position. Trying to cross-face Castro there again and just toss him to his back. He's got the leg split. And now takes him over. 1 count, 2, 3. Rick Solofsky indicating it's going to be a couple of back points for Roth, who still has those leg split. There's the back points. Roth on top, 6-1, turns him over again. Rick Solofsky counting out. He's got 3 this time if he doesn't stick him. Trying to get more on the left shoulder. Rick Solofsky looking in. Roth trying to get more on the left shoulder and got the fall in 2:59. So Austin Roth, the top seed from Phillipsburg, advancing to the finals at 182 with a fall in 2:59 over Castro of Hackettstown.
Still at 170, Marchesano of Glen Ridge leading 6-2 in the third period over Sean Burke of Hackettstown. Burke just came out. Sorry, Mike, 6-3.
Shamir Broders of Phillipsburg out at 195. He's the 4 seed. He's a senior, 15-13. Facing Gage Armillo of Mendham. The top seed is a sophomore. He is 31-1, and he has a takedown on Broders to lead 2-0. Armillo bars the left arm of Broders. Underhooks the right shoulder. Armillo was a district runner-up a year ago when he was 22-18. Has the left arm barred. Clawing that right shoulder and takes Broders over. Looking in is referee Chris Rebels. And the fall for Armillo in 38 seconds. Mendham in the finals at 195. And Mat 1 getting well ahead of Mat 2 right now.
Yeah, we're still at 170 with Marchesano riding up 8-3 with 15 seconds to go over Sean Burke of Hackettstown. Burke tried another headlock and missed again. So Marchesano in control there as they are nearing the end.
We're going to have Cody Krutz of Phillipsburg here at 220 on Mat 1. Krutz is a sophomore. The 3 seed, he's 10-10, facing the 2 seed, Steve Murphy of Caldwell. A senior, he's 26-7. He just power shrugs Krutz. Murphy has a takedown and leads 2-0. Murphy was 4th in the district last year. Murphy has the right arm of Krutz barred. Krutz able to free the arm. Trying to get control of that right wrist. Right at the edge, and off they go in 1:16 to go in the first.
Marchesano at 170 advances 8-4 to the finals over Nick Burke of Hackettstown. Sean Burke, excuse me.
That'll be Marchesano of Glen Ridge and Wissing of Phillipsburg in the finals at 170. That's Glen Ridge's second finalist. So Murphy riding Krutz, has again bars the left arm. Krutz to his knees, frees the arm. Murphy chopping at that left, and Krutz comes out, has the escape, It's 2-1. Working takedowns again here at 2:20. Phillipsburg has advanced 8 so far to the finals. If you're just joining us, that is Matsko, Day, Jones, Tino, Harrison, Meyer, Ramos, and Wissing. Zinsmeister dropping down into the consolations. I'm sorry, Austin Roth also advancing through 182 for Phillipsburg. Murphy leading 2-1 after 1 and on top here in the second for Caldwell. Krutz trying to get to his feet. On his knees. Murphy still has Krutz's right leg hooked. Now he gets the right leg free. Murphy controlling that right wrist. Controlling the left wrist now, trying to pull that across the body. Krutz trying to free that wrist, and Murphy chops at that left elbow. Krutz trying to come up to a stand. Krutz is out. He has tied the bout at 2 with just under a minute to wrestle in the second. Trying to become the 10th Phillipsburg finalist. Stateliners lost Luke Harden in the quarterfinals. And here in the semis, they have lost Jason Zinsmeister and Shamir Brodders. Krutz dives in, not a good shot, but he was able to recover, not give up the takedown to Murphy. 10 seconds to wrestle here in the second. We are going to go to the third. We are tied at 2. Murphy's going to go underneath.
Underway across the way at 182. Lyndhurst, Nick Fernandez, and Montclair's Damoni James, they are tied at 3 in the second period.
Murphy stands. Krutz is going to take him off the mat. That's 6 seconds into the third. Murphy's ready, stands right away. Krutz again, they'll go off with Krutz still in control. Dave Post saying, grab that ankle on the whistle. 12 seconds in. Assistant coach Brian Kopesky also telling him to grab the ankle. Murphy stands, he's out. So Murphy has the lead, 3-2, and we're gonna get some blood time. 3-2, blood time here in the third.
182, top seed Nick Fernandez is trailing 7-4 in the, and actually Damoni James just stuck him to the mat with a takedown and back points, or rather pin, so he gets the fall in the second period late to advance. Third seed Damoni James of Montclair pinning top seed Nick Fernandez of Lyndhurst.
And he will face Phillipsburg's Austin Roth. It's Montclair's first finalist. We're back to it. James got the fall in 3:55. So working takedowns here at 2:20. Phillipsburg's Cody Krutz trailing 3-2 to Steve Murphy of Caldwell. Murphy has the only takedown in the bout. Krutz reaches for a leg, can't get it. He's got to be the aggressor here with 1:19 to go in regulation. Gonna slap at each other's heads. Yeah, sometimes in those, for those ties, wrestlers have gone in slugging today. Krutz looking over, says I'm okay, I'm all right. As Murphy taps at the head of Krutz. Under a minute to go here in the bout. Murphy of Caldwell leading Krutz of Phillipsburg 3-2 here in the District 9 semis. The winner advancing to the regions. The loser has to come back and win the third place bout in consolations. They are off. We have 35 seconds to go.
Underway at 195, Kyle Schaefer of Caldwell has a takedown over Matt Castro of Hackettstown. So 2-0 for Caldwell.
Krutz trying to snap down on Murphy's head. "20 seconds to go. Murphy's just not, or Krutz just not able to snap him. 10 seconds to go. Krutz tried to dive in, missed the leg. 6 seconds to go. They're off at 4. 4 seconds to go. Steve Murphy of Caldwell will win a 3-2 decision over Cody Krutz of Phillipsburg at 220. So Krutz will drop down into the consolations. Murphy, the 2 seed, advances.
Kyle Schaefer of Caldwell up 2-0 at 195 over Matt Castro of Hackettstown with just under a minute to go in the first period at 195 across the way.
285, Pat Sharp of Phillipsburg, the 2 seed, a senior 21-14 against Xavier Gully of Bloomfield. He is the 3 seed. He is a junior 14-8. They're down to the final of the regularly scheduled on mat 1. They may end up, if they want to get this round over a few minutes earlier, may move something else here. Yeah, they are going to move the other heavyweight bout onto mat 1. Joe Andes of Hackettstown and Tyler Parnica of Lyndhurst. Pat Sharp of the Stateliners, Xavier Gully of Bloomfield here at 285. Sharp tries to shrug him on by. Chris Rebels, the referee for this bout. Sharp trying to work a Russian tie on that left arm. Has control and gives up on that. Fighting for hand and wrist control. 45 seconds in, no advantage here at 285. Again, looking for that Russian tie. Stepped on the foot of Going, tried to drag him on by. They go off the mat right in front of our Stateliner Sports Network camera. Sharp again looking for that Russian tie, stepping on the left foot of Gully. .45 seconds to go, scoreless first. Sharp controlling that left wrist. This is break apart. Chris Rebel saying more action, more action. Sharp again looking for that, trying to snap him down and spin behind to his left. He's got the head buried at the edge, and they will go off in front of the press table with 9 seconds to go in a scoreless first.
Across the way at 195, Kyle Schaefer of Caldwell with a fall at 3:02 over Hackettstown's Matt Castro.
First period will end scoreless here at 285. Disc goes to Bloomfield. He will go underneath to start the second. Sharp chopping at the right elbow. Gully stands. Sharp will lose him. Gully has an escape. Leads 1-0 here in the second. Sharp probably came closest to a takedown in the first as he got Gully's head buried, but then was not able to do anything with it. Looking for that Russian tie. Controlling the left arm at the wrist and at the elbow. Loses it. 1:10 to wrestle, and they go off to our left at 1:06 to go in the second.
They're underway across the way at 220. Top seed Giuseppe Canino of Mendham and Daniel Olson of Hackettstown scoreless with just a minute underway.
Sharp again works now on tying up that left arm above the elbow. Trying to snap down on the head. .30 seconds to go here in the second. Sharp, again, trying for that Russian tie or a power shrug. Now he's got two hands on the left wrist. 10 seconds to go here in the second. Going to be Sharp's choice in the third. They go off as the second period comes to an end. So Sharp trailing 1-0 after 2, and he has to go down.
Across the way at 220, top seed Giuseppe Canino of Mendham up 2-1. Starting the second period, he's choosing down against Hackettstown's Daniel Olson.
Sharp on his knees. Gully tried to run a half on the left side. Sharp's up on his right foot, then back on his knees again. Gully keeping that weight on his back. Sharp trying to get to his feet. Gully picks up on the left. Sharp again got up on his right foot. Trying to get up on his left. Gully wraps around the legs, trying to take him down. Has Sharp in a little trouble here. Sharp rolls on through, but he's flattened out. Can he block off? Nope. Gully spins around to Sharp's right to maintain control. Sharp again going to try to get to his feet. Gully picks up the right ankle and flattens him out. Reaches inside for the left wrist. Gully keeps that weight on Sharp's back. Sharp, the 2 seed here, in some trouble in the third. Sharp to his knees. Trying to get to his feet. And flattened back out by Gully with 40 seconds to go in regulation. Sharp on his knees. Gully trying to pick up the right ankle, flattens him out again. 30 seconds to go in regulation. Tries to 2-on-1 on the left wrist. Sharp up on his right foot. And again brought down by Gully with 15 seconds to go. Sharp trying to get up, sits, arches his back, tries to block off. Gully spins with him. And Gully is going to maintain control here and win this bout 1-0 for Xavier Gully of Bloomfield in the finals at 285. Gully, the 3 seed, knocking off the 2 seed Pat Sharp of Phillipsburg 1-0.
Giuseppe Canino just with a takedown late in the second period. He's now up 6-2 over Daniel Olson of Hackettstown. They're wrestling at 220.
We'll stay with this one on mat 1. This is going to be the top seed, Joe Andes of Hackettstown, against the 4 seed, Tyler Partica of Lyndhurst. Partica won 3-1 in overtime over Ben Rivera of Caldwell to get here. Andes ranked in the state in the Hackettstown black and orange. Partica in the stripes for Lyndhurst. Andes trying to inside tie. Has the right arm. Now maybe looking for a bear hug. Locks his hands behind and gets the takedown. Andes on top 2-0. Gave up control of the left wrist. Andes a district runner-up and a region runner-up a year ago when he was 31-12. Driving a half Nelson from the left side. He's got Partica in some trouble. Andes taking him over with the half Nelson and the body press and the fall in 1:07. So we have the 2 finalists at 285 and just one bout going on to finish at 220.
So 113 to go here in the bout with Giuseppe Canino of Mendham solidly in control over Daniel Olson. It's 6-2. Canino's been riding out in the third period as Olson chose down, only now gets to his feet and comes out. So trailing 6-3 is Olson. Canino with 2 takedowns, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. He also had his second period reversal. Olson has only managed to have escapes. So 40 seconds to go as they're on their feet and locked up. Mendham's Canino, the top seed. He is in the blue. And Olson of Hackettstown in the orange and black. He is the 4 seed.
I am told that they are going to begin the third place consolations in about 15 minutes after the semifinal round is over. We will not be carrying those. We will have the championship finals, which will come up after the third place bouts.
So 20 seconds to go as Canino and Olson circle near the center. Canino has looked good in this bout. He's tried some moves you don't normally see for a big guy. A couple of fireman's carries. He wasn't able to complete them, but he was darn near able to lift 220-pound Daniel Olson off his feet. As they're near the edge, a stalling warning now on Canino, but time's going to expire and it won't make a difference. So top seed Giuseppe Canino of Mendham, he advances to the finals, 6-3 over Daniel Olson of Hackettstown at 220. And that's our last final of the semifinals.
So we have in the championship finals, there will be 9 from Phillipsburg, 8 from Mendham, 4 from Caldwell, 2 each for Glen Ridge and Hackettstown, and 1 each for Bloomfield and Lyndhurst. At 106 pounds, we had Phillipsburg's Logan Matsko. Decision, the top seed, Elias Sanchez of Lyndhurst, 7-5. And in the final, he'll face Jack Bertha of Mendham. Bertha was a winner by fall in 5 minutes and 37 seconds, the 2 seed over Ricardo Camano of Caldwell. 113, Phillipsburg's Cullen Day, the top seed, winner by fall in 42 seconds over Sam Kastner of Hackettstown. He'll face the 2 seed, Tristan Navarino of Mendham, a winner by fall in 3 minutes and 57 seconds over Mark DeAngelis of Caldwell. 120, the top seed, Dom DeGenna of Mendham. Winner by fall in 3 minutes and 11 seconds over J.C. Jones of Montclair. And he'll face the 2 seed, Phillipsburg's Travis Jones, an 11-2 major decision winner over the 3 seed, Darren Jones of Caldwell. 126, top seed Alex Schlegel of Mendham, 3-0 winner over Luke Schaefer of Caldwell, and he will face Nick Fiorillo of Glen Ridge, a 6-4 winner over the 2 seed, Jarrett Weber of Lyndhurst. 132, Peter Tringali of Mendham, the top seed, winner by fall in 2 minutes and 32 seconds over Brandon Vataco of Lyndhurst. He'll face Phillipsburg's Kyle Tino, a winner by fall, the 2 seed in 1 minute 46 over Daniel Felix of Bloomfield. 138, Cody Harrison of Phillipsburg, winner by fall in 1 minute 4 over Zach Yanoff of Hackettstown. He'll face the 2 seed Alex Jones of Caldwell, 6-0 decision winner over Justin Hyde of Mendham. 145, the top seed Alex Carita of Hackettstown, winner by fall in 58 seconds over Darren Stitzer of Lyndhurst. He'll face the 2 seed Alex Wynant of Mendham, 8-4 winner over Phillipsburg's Jason Zinsmeister. At 152, Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg, winner by fall in 58 seconds over Ethan Hughes of Lyndhurst, and he'll face the 2 seed Gerald Jones of of Caldwell, a winner by fall in 5 minutes and 7 seconds over Andrew Bryan of Mendham. That match between Meyer and Jones, according to NJ.com, are the 2 and 3 ranked wrestlers in the state at 152. 160, Victor George of Lyndhurst, the top seed, a winner by fall in 1 minute 51 over Zach Andrzejowicz of Bloomfield. And he'll face the 2 seed Phillipsburg's Josh Ramos, 7-4 winner over Zeb Burke of Hackettstown. At 170, the top seed Joe Marcasano of Glen Ridge, a winner by decision, 8-4 over Sean Burke of Hackettstown. He'll face the 2 seed Lance Wissing of Phillipsburg, winner by fall in 40 seconds over Terrell White of Montclair. 182, Austin Roth of Phillipsburg, the top seed, winner by fall, 2 minutes and 59 seconds over Alejandro Castro of Hackettstown. He will face the 3 seed Damoni James of Montclair, a winner by fall in 3 minutes and 55 seconds over Nick Fernandez of Lyndhurst. 195, the top seed Gage Armillo of Mendham, winner by fall in 38 seconds over Shamir Broders of Phillipsburg. He'll face Kyle Schaefer of Caldwell, the 2 seed, the winner by fall in 3 minutes and 2 seconds over Matt Castro of Hackettstown. 220, the top seed Giuseppe Canino of Mendham, 6-3 decision winner over Daniel Olson of Hackettstown. He'll face the 2 seed Stephen Murphy of Caldwell, a 3-2 winner over Phillipsburg's Cody Krutz. And at 285, the top seed Joe Andes of Hackettstown, winner by fall in 1 minute 7 over Tyler Pardica of Lyndhurst. And he will face the 3 seed Xavier Gully of Bloomfield, who was a 1-0 winner over Phillipsburg's Pat Sharp, the 2 seed. So in the finals, Phillipsburg leading the way with 9 and Mendham has 8, and they will match up against each other 4 times. Caldwell has 4, Glen Ridge and Hackettstown have 2 each, and 1 each for Bloomfield and Lyndhurst. And Phillipsburg will have 4 in the consolation finals. That'll be Jason Zinsmeister at 145. Cody Krutz at 220. Pat Sharp at 285. And who am I missing for this?
Shamir Broders.
Shamir Broders, excuse me, off the top of my head, is the 4th state liner in the consolation final. So our semifinal wrestling action, a service today of the Rothman Institute, a worldwide leader in orthopedics, an official orthopedic partner of the NJSIAA. Visit RothmanInstitute.com. By Ahart, Frenzy & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at AFSinsurance.com. By Urco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg. and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Visit us at ercocu.com. By Open Mic, for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterdon, Warren, Sussex area, follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. By Welcome to the Pit, a history of Phillipsburg wrestling is available. Order yours on Amazon today. And follow Phillipsburg Wrestling on Twitter at PbergHS, WRESTLIN. So we will be back. Stay tuned, folks, on Facebook, on the Stateliner Sports Facebook page, and we'll let you know exactly when we think we'll be back for the finals. Consolation finals are coming up, and I believe they are going to wrestle them on 2 mats, and that'll be followed by the championship finals, and we'll have it for you on the Stateliner Sports Network. Our thanks to our supervising broadcast technician, Jared Marchicelli, our production assistant, Jake Kosa. For Bob Kerp, I'm Mike Moore on Stateliner Sports Network. We'll see you in 60, 90 minutes or so. Have a good afternoon.